Hello favorites, welcome back to Favorites with Laura. So today I'm going to talk to you about nails. That's right, finally, nails. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to do this for some time now, as well as continuing on and doing many more like this. So Maniology is a company that I've talked about before. I do get their subscription box. I pay 6 months at a time. It works out to be a monthly cost to me of $20 at a time. So when you pay in advance, that's what it breaks down to. And so what you get in the monthly subscription box is 2 polishes, 2 stamping plates, usually a free item, some surprise in there, and you also save when you subscribe. I think it's 10% on each of your orders outside of the subscription box. So today I'm excited to tell you I have been contacted by them and approved and brought into their influencer program. Yay! I'm so excited. I've been using them for the last 6 months, so this is a really exciting thing for me because I love nails and I love to show how to do that. I want to do a lot more. So at the end of this video, I'm going to show you some designs with the plates I'm going to share with you. So they sent me quite a few products to share with you, and we're going to go through that as well. So being sponsored, just to let you know, I do earn a little commission on anything that you order using my code, which is LauraFave10, and that's going to save you 10% off your code. Now, I want to thank Maniology for including me in their influencer program, as well as sending these products at no charge to me to show you and to try. So that's super exciting. This is a great way to make that fancy, expensive look doing it yourself. And so first of all, I want to show you what I got for the month of January from Maniology. And that is, it comes like this. And I'm going to have to tell you a little cheat. I did do some, so I'm going to show you that artwork too. So I'm always upfront about that if I've opened the box or not. So I have opened this box a little bit. And so this is called Fur Fiction. Does the perfect day include a good book and your favorite furry friend cuddled next to you? If so, we're kickstarting the new year right with this Paw-Fict literary collaboration from this month's Manny and me. It says Manny X me. I always say Manny and me. Okay, so they always include a card showing a little bit of the artwork with the stamps included in the box. So again, this is the subscription box that I paid for. I haven't gotten to the sponsored items yet. And then you get this, kind of shows you a little bit more of what plates are going to be included. So these are some of the images that are on those plates. And then it does give you a breakdown of the polishes. Start a new tail comfort and creativity with the Paw-Perfect pose. And so they have catnip is one of the colors, and literary, I can't say that word today, literary classics. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to show you, they always have something fun like this, a stamp. Oh, snap! Little gingerbread man. I know who likes gingerbreads. And then, so they always have a blue coating on here. So all plates have some kind of coating to protect the cuts onto the plate. So you always want to remove that prior to using your plates, which I have done here because I've already used them. So just to give you a close-up. And here's this other plate. It's kind of hard because they have that reflection on them. But with those plates, I did these all different ways here. You can see this one here, the little coffee. This one here. Did I do 2 same stamps? It kind of looks like that. There's the coffee mug, that one. My stomach. So I did the same on this side for each finger. Now I just did these real simple, but you can do all different ones, different colors. And I had like a pearlized white so I painted the bottom with one of their stamping polishes, and then I just stamped it. We're going to get into that. So let's look at the colors that came with this today. We're actually going to do some. I'm going to show you how to do them. And I do have a couple of other videos I've done where I showed it, so I might put those below too. So here's the first color. And these stamps, these polishes are stamping polishes, but you can use them coat your nail as well. And they are not gel. So they set up and dry super fast, and that helps with all the stamping so that you can get your image. So this color is the catnip that came this month. I love this color. I almost put that on the background, which would have worked too. Sorry. Literary. That's the color for that one. Classic. Literary classic. Okay, so that is, oh, and then they always give you a surprise gift. Now this is a powder art pen. And it came like this. And so sometimes, and if you haven't ordered from them before, you'll get a gift with a jelly stamper and a scraper on your first order if you do the subscription box. And then like 2 or I don't know if it's 4 times a year during the seasons, they have a special deal. And if you are a subscription box customer, then you will have early access to that special box, and you will also have a discount on it. Magic powder pen. Now, I've never seen this before. I've never used it before. Let's open this up. Take a look. They did have directions on here. It says, remove the powder pen cap. Using the sponge tip, rub the powder into an old stamper head. So that's the jelly stamper. Do not apply onto a polished nail as it will cause dents in the wet polish. Once your nail polish is semi-tacky, stamp the powder onto the nail. Oh, I never knew that. Okay, so let's see what this is. But it dries so fast, so you'd have to be pretty quick. Let's see. Oh, there. Oh, so it has the color inside here. I don't know if you can see that. Where's my camera? But it's like a gold. It's a gold sparkly. And I know it's not going to work on here because this is way dry. But that would be really pretty. I could tell that would be really pretty. Let's swatch it. Ooh. I don't know if you can tell that, but it's got a little bit of a copper sparkly look. Wow, and it screws top. I like that. I'm going to keep it here so I can remember how to use that. But we shall see if we can utilize that in our demo here coming up. Okay, so I'm going to put that all back. And I love these boxes. I always recycle these boxes or upcycle, and I use them for different things. So I never get rid of these boxes. They're great mailing boxes. And enough about the boxes, Laura. Let's get on to the products. So this is the pack that I got from them, from Maniology, with all the items they let me pick. And then they threw in a couple of extra items. So we're going to go through this, and I'm going to show you everything. And of course, they still have the sticker here. It says, you can do a lot, but you don't have to do it all. Look at that. Little octopus with 8 arms going on. Isn't that our life all the time? Got a little bent, but we will keep this. There we go. That says it all. And then in here, there's probably a packing slip. Buy your get one free stamping plates with code. Oh, okay. Must add 5. So I have done this before. So there's a code if you'd like to use that. So you buy 4 stamps, you get 1 free. The stamp plates run individually about $7. They go up and down. They have sales all the time. So there's always different price points that maybe you can find at different times of the year that you're going to get a bit better deal. So let's get to it, okay? So what I did pick out was, first I picked out the polishes. So they said I could pick out 1 set of polish, and let me tell you, I was on that website a while because I couldn't decide. Now, I have a lot of polishes from Maniology. I love every single one of them, and my collection is growing, but I didn't have this. So I'm excited because these have colors I don't have. So this is the set, and it's 6 polishes, comes like this, and it's called the Gardner Creamy Pastel Stamping Set. So I thought this would be a great set of colors to have for the holidays that are coming up with St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day, Easter, things like that. So I'll be able to do some fun like designs as soon as I can get this open. So you can't really see it, but we will open this. So I have, in here is Moon Glow, Malachite, Spanish Moss, Rose Quartz, Citrine, and Lilac Mist. So you can kind of see the colors that way too. But we're going to open this up because that'll be more fun. And you're here to see it. So this set runs $37 for having all of these. That's also why getting a subscription box and collecting 2 colors at a time makes a lot of sense. If you are on a budget, or you just you can wait it out, or you have plenty and you just want to try 2 new colors at a time, that would be a great choice. So they really packaged this well. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous color. I love it. And it's got like a minty pastel green to it, and that is the Moon Glow. This one is Malachite. It's a darker green. And I know it looks a little greener on there, but this really has more blue to it as well. Couple greens here. Spanish Moss. Now I'm going to compare this with this one so you can see the difference. So they're not the same. Beautiful garden colors. Beautiful, beautiful. My faves. This is a Rose Quartz. Beautiful. This one is Citrine. And so every bottle has this on it. You know why? But what you do is, like, you can't take this off and then paint with the brush that way. What you do is, when you're doing a stamp, you're going to stamp this color. You're going to spread this color on your plate and pick up the image and then stamp it on here. And it's going to show you how that image is going to appear on both a light color polish or a dark color polish, black or white. So a lot of people do use these as bases. And so this is a great, when I first got them, I didn't know how to do that, but that is what that's for. So you can see the difference between the 2 different colors or spectrum of bases that people will use. And here is the Lilac Mist. Yes. Gorgeous, gorgeous. To me, these look like Easter colors, and I just loved it. And the pastel colors and the gardening colors. Yes, so they're beautiful, but it was so hard to choose which ones to get for this demonstration. And so that's what we did. The next thing, they let me pick 2 individual plates. And I picked a Flower Angel plate. Is that this one? Oh, here we go. The Flower Angel plate. Now, what I liked about this, it has some backgrounds and then it has some single images. So here's all the background, the different textures you could use, and then it has single images there. And so this is plate number Flower Angel XL352. And again, so here you'll get to see the blue cover that I had taken off of those other 2 plates. And of course it has its back. That's very nice. It's very well made plates. The cuts are beautiful, picks up images great. And then this one I chose is called Stamps for a Cause. That's what it is. Stamps for a Cause. And keep growing. You are not alone. Just breathe. NAMI, Hawaii. You're worthy. Mental health matters. Find your happy place. Your feelings are valid. Be kind to your mind. Give yourself time. It's okay not to be okay. Stomp out stigma. Good things take time. You're enough. Take it a day at a time. Wow. And then they have some backgrounds that are just beautiful here. Keep going. Think positive. Okay. I really, really love this plate. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love all the images. Love all the sayings. And you can do different images, you know, like this one here. It says, give yourself time across 3 different images, so that could represent, you can do designs on 3 different fingernails. Just the creativity you can do with these plates and polishes is endless, just endless. And then they let me pick out another kit. And so I chose, which one did I chose? I chose the St. Patrick's Day kit. Why not, right? So I did pick this one out, and it has stamping polishes, it has a free top coat, smudge-free top coat, stamping plate, and an ice cube stamper, which is a necessity. And I have gotten several in different subscription boxes. So here's the kit. Comes like this. And this plate is the Maniology Miss. Or no, it's M188. It looked like the word miss to me, sorry. And so it has a little pot at the end of the rainbow. Lots of little leprechaun images with the pipe, the flag, for the clovers. This is one I really like too. So you would stamp this one, and then you can overlay it with this with a different color for that plaid look. And you can see all those images on there. Beautiful. This one is cute. So many ideas. Okay. Love this. I love this one here, right here. So we're going to get to work on some of this. I'm going to use some of these plates when I'm showing you what's going on. You'll get, in the starter kit, you get directions on how to utilize these and the best ways to do that, just like the tutorials, just like everything else. Now, this is a great big scraper. I love this scraper. Some of them are about half that size, and that's really all you need, but I like a larger scraper, so you'll find your way once you start doing this. Now, the cool thing about this is it comes with this little stamping duo. Oh my gosh, how cute is that, with the white and the smudge-free top coat. That's a great little starter kit. And then you have your jelly stamper right here. Right here. So we're going to break this out. We're going to use this. So don't go away. And I'll be right back showing you. I'm going to do more overhead so that you can have a better view of the items I'm using and how I'm using them. Oh, wait, I have two free gifts they gave me. They gave me a couple free gifts. Okay, so, well, the whole thing was on them, except for my subscription box. And I forgot to talk about this. So this is one thing I've been wanting, and they threw this in. It is a cotton grabber. So because they're not gel, and they are, you take them off with regular nail polish remover. If you're doing stamps and sometimes the image comes over here, which is fine and dandy, but you don't want to have to pick up a lint-free cloth and put acetone on it when you have nails that are not, that have, you know, polish on them. You don't want to have your all that work and effort to get removed. So you would use this to pick up your, let's see, is this gonna, yeah. So use that to pick it up. You just push it down, this little pineapple cotton grabber. And then you could use that without having to have your fingers touch the image while you clean up around your nail. Isn't that fantastic? I love it. Love that. And then they sent this over too. Now this is a premium tool for nail artistry, angled precision brush, number 105. And it comes in a pretty case. And you can kind of see the angle right there. You see how it goes right here? Angled, so that does help when you're doing different nail art. So we're probably not going to use that today. I'm going to use plates, polishes, and different techniques like that with the plates. We're going to use the plates and the polishes today. I'm going to try to start simple, and we'll build from that over time. Okay, so don't go away. Okay, so here we are, and I hope you can hear me clearly. I'm going to try to start simple here. I have everything laid out. I have my little tips that I've already attached to these little magnetic holders, and it's just going to be fun to show you everything. And we're going to go through this here. I have everything. I have all the colors. I have my plates, and I don't have anything planned. status quo for me. What I have planned is we're going to just show you the plates and we're going to pick images and colors as we go. So this little, that Maniology, well, here's this little jelly stamper. This is a Maniology one that I got in a Halloween box last year. It was a special box. I believe it was the special box. It could have been the Halloween one, but I think it was the special box. And these jelly stampers, you don't ever want to use any kind of chemical on them. They will cloud and you won't be able to see through them. So that means no alcohol and no acetone. I simply wash them with soap and water. And then now this is like, this has been a brilliant find that I found. I use these lint rollers. This is one I can wash and reuse again and again. And you can find them many, many places. Or you can use the lint rollers that come like with that masking tape on them. Works the same way. And so I use that to pick up the images that I don't want to stamp onto my nail. So sometimes when you have a plate with all these different images and you're trying to pick up one, you'll get a bleed over of some of the others. So I'll show you as we go along. And it always has a cap, so I just keep that on there so it keeps it lint free. And then always have some cuticle oil. So we won't be using that today because I'm not putting these tips on, but you would do that afterwards. Otherwise you want to have your hands all washed and clean, no oil, and just as fresh as can be when you do tips or you do any kind of polishes. Okay, now what are we going to do here? So I think what we're going to do is swatch the colors from the garden set. And these are these little magnetic tip holders. And they're going to work great for all of my tutorials that I plan to do from now on. And I've picked them up at various places. And I use this little putty that's reusable actually, and it sticks. You can see how sticky it is. And I can just place the nail tip. I have clear nail tips on here. And I did size them to my fingers, you know, left and right, but I'm not doing any particular pattern, so I probably won't use them, but I just put them on there so that we could do this demonstration now. And then we have 2 sets here so we can go through, because I know I have more than 6 colors I want to show you. And I want to show you a couple different things. So we're going to start with this. This is that rose quartz, I think. Yeah. Now, this is one of the lighter ones that came. And you can do a single coat or, you know, as many coats as you like. They dry really, really fast. And so you do want to keep your lids tight. And I don't think you can really see it on the camera here, but it was pretty opaque, but I wanted more coverage, so I am going to paint a second coat on here. Okay, we don't like to watch paint dry, so I am going to fast forward through these, and you're going to see me swatch the colors on each of these tips as I go through the garden collection of the stamping polishes. They came out so pretty. I just loved all these colors. They're very Easter-like, garden, just spring. It just screams springtime for me. And yeah, and I did a second coat on that first one. So the other ones were all very nicely. I added a little extra there. But super pretty. And then one more there. Oh my gosh, so pretty. And so I took the 2 colors that I had from the subscription box this month, and I'm putting them on the other 2 tips. And then I pulled another color out of my collection from previous purchases because I thought we needed a yellow in here, and so I did that. And so then I had my 10 swatches here for our tutorial. Okay, so now we're going to pull out the plates, and I'm going to show you here. See the blue? Just pull it off the corner. They stick really good. And you just throw that piece away, and we're going to take a look here. Okay, so I'm going to get my jelly stamper ready. I'm going to get my lint roller ready, and then we're going to pick out a color. I've already picked out an image I'm going to do. And I'm going to swatch this background. And you just kind of put 2 rows or 1 row and swipe it once evenly across, and then you're going to see the image come up on that jelly roller. Now I'm going to use the lint roller to get and clean up all the edges so that anything that was picked up outside of the pattern that I wanted would go away. Now you can kind of see through here. I'm going to try my hardest to show you. See the image? And then you just kind of position it before you press, and then just press evenly going across. Can tap down the extra. And I picked too much of a light color on this pink, but that green does look pretty in person, and going forward we're not going to do it that way. We're going to pick more for this tutorial, more brilliant colors so that you can see a little bit better. So not a good try on the first one, although it looks pretty in person. It looks like lace to me, and the camera does not want to focus on that. We're going to get better as we go. Okay, so we're going to start with this next one. I'm going to use the white that came in the duo set, the starter set, and we're going to put this over this other background. And I already know what happens because I am doing a voiceover here. But this is the fun part about any kind of art or creativity you do. So we're going to take that, swipe it down. We're going to get our nail. We're going to, I added a little extra there. Now I know why it happened, what happened. I'm going to pick that up and clean it up so I don't get anything extra that I don't want to see. Just be real gentle there. I mean, that is a brilliant thing. So we're going to take this color, that sage green, which I love, and I'm not really showing you too much, but I'm trying to figure out the best way to put it. Okay, maybe I decided it was too light. I think I did. Okay, purple. All right, let's do purple. So I'm going to press it down, and I think what happens here, it doesn't all come off, but it's actually really pretty because they're like petals of a flower, and I really loved the way this looked, and I hope I pull it up to the camera more. Okay, good. So because it was petals, it just came off really, really pretty. So it's kind of like blowing in the wind petals of this flower. I really liked how it looked, so I left that alone. And there is a remaining portion of this image on the stamper. So I looked at it a second and I thought, hey, wait, I can utilize this another way. And so I'm going to place it just a little bit towards the edge on one side and the remaining of the other portion towards the bottom. And so they look like little petals framing this other tip, and I have another idea. So I'm not going to leave that alone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take another color. Look at me clean as I go. Okay, so next we're going to use this little dotting tool, and we're going to do a little reverse stamping. So first I'm going to get the image I want, and I'm going to go with this butterfly here. And I'm using a dark color because it's really going to outline the butterfly well. And I'm going to pick it up, and now it's a little tiny image that I want to get. So I don't want any of these extra pieces to come off onto the nail. And before I stamp it, Now it's important that you always pick up the image before it dries on the plate, but once it's on the jelly stamper, it's okay. And I'm going to reverse stamp, which means I'm going to colorize it a little bit. I'm using the nail dotting tool. I added a little yellow color, and you can't really see, but I'm filling in the butterfly from this side. And you don't have to worry about how messy it is unless you are going to do multiple colors in all the little spaces. Some people are brilliant at this, and I'm not there, and I just want to see a little color come through. And so when I made the first stamp and picked up the butterfly, it's really the outline of the butterfly, and the yellow is going to fill in the wing colors. So you can kind of see how that looks now. Isn't that cool how that does it? Again, I'm not perfect at this, but I'm going to place that in the middle of those other petals flying in the wind. That's how I look at it, and I just press it down. Voila, there it is. Isn't that cool? That's one of my favorite things. Okay. Okay, so this next technique I have been dying to try and do it. So I'm going to take a couple color. This is on this plaid. I'm going to pick that up. We're going to clean it up because I don't want anything to bleed over from the other image. Sorry, I went off screen a little bit, but we'll get back on there. Now, the nail I chose is a little longer than this image or the way I positioned it, so I have to do it in 2 pieces and match it up. But you can do it, and I'm trying to lay it down. Let's see. And there we go. I did it halfway there, and I could have left it that way, but try to match up the edge there that didn't pick up. And that's the nice thing about these clear jelly stampers. You can see right through so that you're not stamping blindly. Clean that off, and we're going to go back in for another swipe. Okay, so I put some more on there, and we're going to pick it up. And this time I have to match it. Oops, clean it up. Okay, so we're going to match this up, turn it around, and before you touch the nail, just make sure you're looking through and line up your lines, find your points, and it should be no problem. Once you do it, then you just press, roll it around the nail. I have rounded nails here, so that worked out great, and I just press down the edges here. So that's the first layer. You're going to see it a lot better when I get to the next step. And oh my gosh, you missed it. My camera turned off. I completed it, so I'm going to do it again on the nail next to it, okay? So you're going to see that second layer. I can't believe it turned off. So here we go. I used that white pearlized stamping polish. I should have the names for you. I'm going to pick that up. So these are just the lines. So the other one was like the thicker plaid pattern, and that would be the background. And now this is going to be the lines that kind of like go on top. So when you look at plaid in fabric, you can see like multi lines going through it. So we're going to put this on here and hope we're going to get a good shot of this. So I'm going to line up my lines. Now you can actually do this so many different ways. I love it because it does not have to be perfect. You can line it up wherever you want your lines to look. So that argyle look, or so there you go. And it came out so cool. So that was 2 stamps with the base coat. Look at that. Isn't that the coolest? I love how it came out. Love the coloring. It's just so cool to me. Okay, on to the next one. So I'm going to use this like gold sparkly with that green and I'm going to pick up a shamrock. That's right, we moved on to the different image here. This is the St. Patrick's Day plate, and I just kind of clean it up a little bit. Now there's two images on that plate. One is more like a background or a solid shape of the shamrock. So I did that first on this yellow one because I wanted to show the contrast so you could see it. And then the next one, and I can clean this up later because I'm not worried about, I'm not using the same image. I'm going to put this gold into this next more veiny, more detailed cut of the shamrock. That's the same shape exactly as the first one. So they do provide these plates that have different layers like that, just like the plaid that I did earlier. And I'm going to place this gold on top of that. Now, can you see the gold glimmer? It's like a glitter on there. I thought it came out really pretty. So we need to add a little bit something more to that nail with the shamrock. So I added a little of the gold and picked up the image of the stars. And I'm going to place it off center there. There's something else on there, so I'm going to peel it off a little bit. There we go. And it's going to be hard to see, but up close you'll see that. Just gives it a little sparkle on there. Maybe not the best color choice with the yellow background, but I'm going to add this little swirl. It's like a little vein or vine of shamrocks. Clean it up. And this is really just a demo to show you how you can use all these different images together and just kind of really create your own artwork. So let's bring that up to the camera. You can kind of see, it kind of goes off to the side there. So we're going to move on, and there's this whole scene with the leprechaun walking a path through the shamrock fields, and we're going to do that one next. And you're going to see me pick it up here, and I think I get a good shot through the camera's lens. You can see the image, the leprechaun moving through, and I kind of just like look through there, and I kind of put him off too far to the side. I should have put him more to the middle, but there you go. And I just have to fill in that one other section. And there you go. So that one would look really pretty if you do reverse stamping, which again is where you pick up the image and before you place it onto the nail, you're going to colorize some of the pieces while it's on the jelly stamp. And that would look really pretty. So I might experiment with that at another time and give updates. But yeah, that came out really good. Lots of detail on that one. So we're going to see what we can do with one of the other background pieces. And I'm going to use this gold again. I love it. I like all their colors, and we're going to pick that up. And again, I like this kind of like where you use a similar color, kind of like a shadowing, and I just like the way it looks, because you don't really, it's not so like prominent, but when it moves in the sun or the light, you can see the gold shamrocks on that. So we're going to switch plates and pick one of these wellness plate images, and I'm going to put it on the gray tip with the pink, the rose quartz. Here we go. And this is the Hawaiian lady with the flowers around her head. And hopefully you can see that a little bit. It's really pretty. And we're going to put it on the gray tip. That'd be another one to really do reverse stamping on. That would make it look really good. And then this one, we're going to use the lavender looking color. I think this is the one that says feel good. It's a cool pattern. Now bring it up to the camera. Oh my gosh. None of my focus was very good on this. I'm so sorry. I will show you at the end all of the images here. I think the plaid and those petals flying in the wind with the butterfly are my favorites. Which ones were yours? I hope that you learned a little bit about how easy this can be and how versatile and how many options you have with just 2 or 3 plates or even 1 plate and a couple of colors, and how you can really make them your own image. So I want you to have some fun. Take a look below. Check out the link. Thank you for watching. And remember to hit like and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you so much. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate you. Thank you.